beautifuls. Apparently the human resonance is off the scale at the moment. The ringing is off the scale at the moment. My ears are blocked. I'm going to have a play with some new cards. I was going to spend the next 3 months writing on them, but I thought, you know what, I'm just going to go with my instincts at the time, so we'll see how that pans out. Hope it all well. Also, tomorrow being Friday the 13th, it's been hijacked. It's not a bad day. If you think it's a bad day, you're going to have a bad day, just to get that out there. What you believe you create. Quite frankly, I think it's going to be a really positive day tomorrow. So we have justice. Well, well, well. Lovely, beautiful. And this is a calling. This is a wake-up call. This is, I've heard the call. Now, it can come in many forms. You can actually get signs. You can hear the trumpet. Sometimes I get crows. They and I'm like, oh my God, that's a wake-up call. But yeah, so the energy is quite high at the moment, and this is another wake-up call. Like they're coming in thick and fast because we are in the middle of an awakening. But justice. So justice is balancing the scales. Justice is I'm blindfolded, but I don't need to see because I have these scales and I can feel when they are tipped, when there is karma, you know. This is like out, energetically feeling out when there has been injustice. So justice is coming in, balancing the scales. Let's see what else we get with justice and the wake-up call. Now, tomorrow being the 13th is 3 and 1 is 4. So that is foundational work. What else do we get with justice? Now this can be karmic justice, balancing the scales. It can also be legal affairs. So there might be some legalities that we're being asked to address. I mean, you know, again, whenever we do a reading or we ask for insights, it always has to come from the inside. So if we want justice on the outside, we have to, you know, play fair on the inside. What we see in our reality is obviously a reflection of us. So if we want to balance the scales in the 3D divination, so again, this is having a look. She's got her eyes shut. She's sitting there. She's got these cards in front of her. So she's tuning in, if you like, tuning in inside, tuning in, looking out for the signs. I don't think my glasses are about. I do this every time because I don't wear them and I can't see that for nothing. Right, here we go. So this is about using, embrace your power of divination, which are especially strong right now. You have the ability to see your current situation with crystal clear clarity. But that is about using different forms. It can be dreams, it can be runes, cards, stargaze, whatever it is that you use to tap in to your divination. And it could also be asking us to use this, see this yellow, so this is solar plexus energy. This is I am justice. This is how, like I said, if we want to be or see justice in the world, we have to be a walking, talking example of what justice is. I have these, I don't need to see, I have my third eye. I use my divination abilities to be able to see the current situation or whatever it is clearly. I use my cards, I use my runes, whatever. I listen to my dreams, I listen to my gut instinct, and then I balance out. This is showing me where there is balance and imbalance, just and unjust. So that's that one. And then at the bottom of the deck we have purity. Always trust in the purity of your heart. Look inside your heart, and within it you will find the answers to your questions. But that unicorn, again, the unicorn represents the third, the crown chakra. That's a heart chakra activation. And again, if you've just joined us, we've had this judgment, which is the wake-up call. So we shall keep going. Whispers of healing. Divination. I've got some different cards out, but I am going to try my own. I call them my own. I didn't actually make them. It's not my artwork, but I'm going to try and get some messages from them. So justice and divination, and like I said, this is yellow, solar plexus, and there's a real strong energy today. I almost want to say Queen of Swords like energy, very boundaries, very, that might just be me personally, I don't know. So give us something with divination and justice. I love her blue rings and the fact that she's sitting on a blue cushion, which obviously represents the throat chakra, speaking one's own truth with justice. We've got a few there. Release. So we're coming up to this full moon, which is next week. But you can see here, this is like a purpley blue. So this is asking us to release anything that no longer serves us, whether it be emotional, something that we need to say, something that we need to let go of. It needs to go back into the earth, go back down. I'm releasing this. It's, and it's got this fiery energy with it. Release it back to where it came from. That was at the bottom of the deck. We have, let's have a look. Boundaries, of course. With justice, you have to have boundaries. Now she's a lady. She sits there. She knows exactly. Come on, throat chakra. She knows exactly what path she's on. She knows exactly where she's going, and she's not afraid to say no. I have boundaries. It can be as simple as from I don't want to receive any text messages or anything after 10 p.m. at night. That's a strong boundary. This is what I've got. These are my limitations. This is what I'm capable of doing at the moment. I'm sorry, but you have to fill your own cup first before you can fill anyone else's. That is creating a strong boundary. And again, that's heart chakra. Pink is the heart chakra. So this is come out with, like I say, come out with the justice card. So this is balancing those scales. not needing to see, but just to feel out where there is justice, injustice, imbalance, and then using this sword of clarity and truth, which is, again, creating strong boundaries to say no. I'm cutting my ties with that. It no longer serves me. We have ruminate. Now, it's a number 9. She's playing the flute. So I'm guessing ruminate. I'm not too up on this word, so I'm just going to throw it out there. But I guess it's like ruminate as in singing to your own tune or creating something that is of your own making. I don't know where I don't think there is an actual book with these, so I'm just throwing that out there and guessing that it's about, that's what I see, is that through her, and again with this justice, could be just speaking one's own truth. And that could be putting boundaries in place, but ruminate, I'm guessing, is about bringing manifestations into being with a vibration. That's what I'm going to go for. With music, with word, she's definitely using a flute here to call in what looks like dreams, if you like. So that goes alongside boundaries. And then we have, this is on the front of the deck, and I'm not sure we've had this before, but we've had grateful. And she's looking at the butterfly and feeling that, asking us to get into an energy of feeling grateful for what we have, grateful for our knowing, grateful for the purity, grateful for the awakenings, just being in the energy of gratefulness. 4 and 7 is 11. That breaks down to 2. So let me like I said at the beginning of the card reading, this is the call, the wake-up call. We've got a full moon, super moon, coming up next week. And I think it might be an eclipse as well, so it's a really good time for clearing, getting rid of, cutting those ties. Anything else on justice? What else do we have for justice? And like I say, this is the energy, the frequency of the day. It's an opportunity, nothing set in stone. It's only feeling out what the possibilities could be around this moment for the collective. Because we have to understand, we are all one, whether we like it or not. 8 of Cups. 8 of Cups is, I have these cups, I have 10 of them. I'm not satisfied. I've actually had a look with my eyes shut, and I've decided that this situation, this relationship, this job isn't serving me. So I'm going to jump on my dragonfly and I'm going to go. That is 8 of Cups. I'm going to 8 of Cups someone off. It's about moving away from anything that doesn't serve you. So sitting in this feeling, the justice, weighing up the scales, making a strong, firm decision, using your boundaries, or someone has overstepped your boundaries. I mean, she doesn't look like she's a lady. It doesn't necessarily have to be a woman, but in her divine feminine, she's like, I'm not going to let anyone cross my boundaries. Otherwise, I'm going to 8 of Cups. I'm going to jump on my dragonfly and I'm going to go because I'm not fulfilled. So that it could have been something came to light through divination, instincts. I mean, like I said, she's blindfolded. She knows when her boundaries have been crossed. And she's in this energy of being grateful. I'm grateful to be here. Please don't cross my boundaries. I'm just speaking third person here. So the Knave of Swords is kind of like there was news that came in, or news is coming in, and it's creating this, it's not the Fool, but it's kind of got the energy of, I'm just going to jump in, I'm just going to take a leap of faith, I'm just going to run with this idea. It is a new idea, or it's a new clarity that's come with this justice, with this sword. That sword always represents truth, something coming to light. And the Knave of Swords is the beginning of awakening, the beginning of something coming to light, clarity around something. It could also be this new skill of divination. My dreams are bang on at them. I'm not talking about myself, but it could be, oh my God, I dreamt that the other day, and it's come to light. This is the excitement that she's got about something, some clarity that's either been passed on to her with the Knave of Swords. But she's free falling. I'm going to free fall into this, and it doesn't matter how I land because it's brand new. Ace of Cups at the bottom. So this is something that has sparked something in the heart chakra. This is a brand new Ace of Cups, is falling in love, but not necessarily falling in love as in we always imagine Ace of Cups is like romantic falling in love. This could be just like, I've fallen in love with this new idea, this new approach, and it's going to fill my cup. I'm filling my own cup so that it is overflowing. Could be romance, but I'm not seeing any romance cards on the table. Let's so Justice. What else have we got? I'm going to get some more from this before I take a leap of faith and jump into these. They might work, they might not work. This is where we're at. Two of Cups. So yes, it could be romantic. But this was definitely, I'm not feeling it, I'm going to go. Two of Cups is a partnership. Doesn't necessarily have to be romance, but what it is we're both filling the same cup in equal measures. So I give to you, you give to me. I give to you, you give to me. It's justice. It's equal. The weighing scales are balanced here in this Two of Cups. So it could be a romantic partnership, a friendship. It's about the equal exchange. Nobody's being taken from, and the qualities, I'm struggling with my words today. So the foundations of what they both fill their cup with is the same. It's justice. It's balanced. Let's have a look. But that's equal partnerships. So it may have been, where did I put that? There. Where did I put that there? So justice may have had to have come in and said, whatever this is that's unbalanced needs to go. We need to take that sword, cut these ties, create strong boundaries. Eight of Cups and do not accept anything that's not in alignment with who I am, who you are. That was quite a few. So we've got the Queen of Wands. This is the Shadow Queen. She goes into the dark. She works through her shadow. So obviously if there was anything that was out of balance or she didn't like seeing what she was seeing, she will go into the dark, work on her shadow, see where it is that there's an element of me that is obviously like this, or it's a trauma attachment or whatever. She will work through her shadow, get her wand and come back out more powerful than what she was before. She's a very strong, it's a fire energy, very strong businesswoman, knows exactly what she wants, very passionate, and isn't afraid. She's not afraid. The Six of Wands is the Triumph card. This is about victory. Now this is moving forward. This is after a period of possibly being stuck, possibly Eight of Cups. I'm going to jump on my dragonfly and go. And it's being seen. I am being seen. Ruminate is to go over in the mind. Oh, thank you so much, Zena. Honestly, I've only come across that twice now. Go over something in the mind repeatedly. So that's what she's doing. That's what she's doing with the... So I guess it's about recognising what we might be ruminating then, or repeating, playing out to the universe is obviously what we're going to get back, possibly. Thank you for that. So Six of Wands is the Triumph. Look at him, it's just cracked this egg open, it's just something has just birthed. But the Six of Wands represents being seen, being acknowledged, not in an egotistical way, but just as in, you know, I've worked hard to get to this place, and starting to get some recognition of how hard you've worked to get to this place. It's like the celebration parade kind of thing. So that was, I think that kind of belongs with the Queen of Wands. That's what she's done. She's gone in, she's done the shadow work, she's had a little look, she's, you know, gone in, looked at where there's just, injust, balanced out the scales, Eight of Cups, and is now in her harvest, it feels like. Five of Swords. So yeah, that was a Five of Swords is often I call it mind fuckery. So this is mind games, people not being honest, play like they've both got their arms in the air. It's like, I'm not taking responsibility, nor am I. And not being authentic. Nobody wants to take responsibility here. So Five of Swords, I always call it fuckery. It's when people aren't being 100% honest with you, which I'm going to put that with the Eight of Cups, which is moving away from. And then the King of Cups. Now the King of Cups can represent a man, a divine masculine, but it's somebody who, his movements, he's heart-centered, but he doesn't always let you know what's going on, which is why he's got his hand on his face. So he's watching the room. Whereas the Queen of Cups is very outspoken. She speaks from the heart. She wears her heart on her sleeve. You know, she's the she's the dreamer, the manifester. The King of Cups, he's the doer in the masculine energy. So we all have this ability, but he doesn't tend to, he keeps quiet about it. He just watches. He watches the room. He sees, but he still makes all his moves from his heart. So it could be asking us, so you've either got a King of Cups coming in, or it could be asking us to get into the role of the King of Cups and not be so outspoken, if you like, but more just, you know, I see you and I choose to cut ties. I choose to set boundaries, you know. So that's with the Queen of Wands, I would say that's about, possibly they could be a divine couple, but it's about balancing this Queen of Wands. I'm going to go in, I'm going to do my shadow work. I'm a businesswoman, I'm fiery, I'm determined, I'm really sexually, you know, alluring, if you like, and balancing it with this King of Cups, this masculine. I'm not going to, you know, I'm just watching what's going on at the moment. I'm not going to, you know, make any moves. And like I said, when we work on the energies on the inside, this could actually materialize into you know, two people. Bottom of the deck, we've got the Nine of Cups. So that is a wish fulfillment. That is going from, I'm not fulfilled, my cups aren't being, you know, filled. There's stuff going on around me that I'm not 100% happy with. I'm going to Eight of Cups this, and then because you've jumped on your dragonfly and moved away or said no or set some boundaries, you then move into the Nine of Cups. And it's definitely balanced. There's definitely a balance going on here. But Nine of Cups is it's a wish fulfillment. It can be a manifestation of something. And it is, I have 9 cups and they're all full. My 9 cups are, and I fill my own 9 cups. It's not down to anyone else to fill our cups for us. Once we start looking outside of ourselves for our cups to be filled, then that's giving your power away. Now I am going to give these a shuffle. I have no idea what's going to come out. Like I said. Yes. So this is going in, walking into the water. Now she's got her hands, I'd say she's got her hands in her pocket. And she's got her eyes shut as well. So again, this reminds me of kind of like the full moon. It's not in the daytime. So it's something that we've had to go in deep. She's up to her waist in water, which says to me it's the emotions. She's walking in to these emotions that might be uncomfortable because the picture isn't so pretty, lovely, you know what I mean? It's a little bit, it's kind of like a rainy day. It feels like a rainy day, but this is about going in, and her hands are in her pocket because she's not 100% sure what she's going to find. So this is digging, this is going deep, walking in, a little bit, not, yeah, because it's so clouded over, if you like, a little bit unsure, but taking the steps, making a decision to go in and see. That's what I'm going to have with that. You can let me know what you feel about the way I'm going to do this. There's no moon or anything, so I wouldn't say, it is literally, I'm going to walk into my emotions here. I'm going to feel it out. I'm prepared to take the dive into the deep. Okay, now that does tell me something. So yes, this is definitely 100% High Priestess energy. I'm going to close my eyes. I am going to feel out with my emotions. She's got these wings that are coming out of her chest, which is heart activation. It's all green, all represents heart. There could be some sorrow there, but it is definitely, this is Queen of Wands energy, really. I'm going to close my eyes and I am going to feel it out. And what this is doing, this is opening the heart chakra, and that's why the wings, something is going to come to the birth of almost like the butterfly coming out of the heart chakra, but it's because she's closed her eyes. She's going in deep. I'm going to get some more with that, and this is around the full moon, so which is coming up next week. So this is possibly asking us 2. It's definitely heart chakra activation. And yeah, that's what I'm getting from that. But this is definitely going to be around the full moon. So this is leading up to, and again, it kind of goes in with the divination. It's very hard for us to tune in to our divination skills when we've got our eyes open all the time. If we're constantly watching, I mean, I know I get signs from the universe, and that does actually, you know, mean watching, but half the time I'm walking around in a daydream, and that's how I spot them. But this is about, I'm closing my eyes to everything, distractions. I'm closing my eyes to distractions. I'm going to focus on my heart chakra, because this is where I'm going to find my wings. My power is in, they're not on her back, they're on her, they're around her heart chakra. Now there may be some sorrow around this time, but that is part of releasing. This is where's it gone? But releasing. I let go of that no longer serves me. It has to go back. It has to go back. So this is what's coming up around possibly this full moon with this card. And again, it's going through the water. Now there's these flowers that are coming. Let me just have it. I've written a poem on both of these. Sorry, I didn't even know. Right, let me see what it says. Close your eyes and look deep inside your heart with no disguise. This is where all your answers lie. This is a call for higher divination, to trust your instincts over what you see, and just knowing the equation. A massive heart and healing activation. You are blessed, your wings are ready, and it's cause for celebration. I didn't even know I'd written that. That's beautiful. Okay. What does it say on this? And by the light of the moon, what's hidden will show up soon. These waters are still. Practice patience and endeavour to grant free will. Open your heart to the depths of all that you feel. So that's those two. I didn't even know that I'd written on them. Is there anything on the back of her? No. So that is about going in deep, going in up to the waist. Oh, thank you, Zena. I think it's, you know, I think it's something that I do want to carry on, because I was writing poems with my readings at the beginning, and then I stopped. So I think maybe I should, the fact that that was on the back and I didn't even realise, I think I should keep going with that. Poems are, you know, words are mightier than the sword, and I think if you can get it out, and especially if it comes out in rhyme, it kind of feels more powerful. So let's keep going with this. We've got the seahorse at the bottom. I've got another set as well that I made. And then what I might do is obviously just, well, I don't know. We'll see how we go. Any more from this deck? And then I've got another. So, yeah, justice, focus, justice. Any more? Justice. No, is that it? Let's try the other ones. So these ones are, there's loads of these, and they're a different size, which is why I didn't shuffle them all at the same time. So we have justice on the table, the energy, justice, right, there's a doorway, 100%. And this again, she's got this feeling, have I written on it? No. So she's got this feeling, it's vulnerability. She is 100% in her feels. in her vulnerability. This can be male or female, but it's asking us to get into this. She's not afraid, although she does look quite sad. It's like we have to feel it to heal it. We've got to go in there and really feel it. So that came out, and this is a doorway. It's an opportunity. Now let me get some more on this. So this is something, again, this is heart chakra, this is awakening, this is an opportunity to go through a something that's deep rooted, is what I'm going to say with this, because of all the plumage, what's the word, on it. It feels like it's lineage. I don't even know if that's a word, but it feels quite, God, come on, words. Yeah, this is something that goes back, could go back generations. This is something old, but there is a gateway, there's a doorway, an opportunity, if you're willing to be able to be vulnerable. This is going to take some vulnerability to go in and clear this. That's the opportunity that's on the table, and I am feeling like it's going to be around the full moon with this card here. Definitely asking us to go in to the waters deep. That is what emotions are. That's what we are. We are 90% water. It's asking us to, you know, and not to have any, surrender control. Okay, yeah, set boundaries and all that was in there, justice and everything. But this is asking us, she's got her hands in her pockets. She's not trying to control anything. She's not trying to do anything. I had to really make myself today say, I've nothing to do, I've nowhere to go, I've no one to be. Because we've been programmed into feeling like we've got to, you know, we've got to get shit done. We actually don't. If we're not ready to do anything, we don't need to do anything. Our most power comes from being in the moment, and God knows they're trying to move us out of the moment. That is what she's doing. She is being still in the waters, in the moment, with her hands in her pockets. She's not trying to control the water. She's not trying to make waves. She is just still. I'm going to write something on the back of that one. And at the bottom of the deck, so yeah, like I said, this is an opportunity. It's a heart chakra opportunity. And I'm still getting, these two feel very, very the same, because they've both got their eyes shut. What is it that your heart, it's like, what does your heart desire? What is it that you really want? What, you know, let me move that there as well. But that feels very much like there's something going on here in the heart chakra, which could be a new, this is definitely old. It feels old. It feels like there's a doorway. We can go through it. We have to actually ask, you know, do you want to go up them steps? Do you want to open that door? Are you ready to open that door? Because this is, obviously, it's been protected. It could be that it is past patterns, you know, that go back through lifetimes even, because of how old the tree looks and feels, and it is kind of like it's in the way of the door a bit. So it could actually be past life. We could be clearing out stuff from our past life, which could have been karmic. It could have been karmic, you know. Lots of unjust things happened to us in past lives that we need to, you know, clear out. And unfortunately, you know, it does take being still, closing your eyes, going into what does this feel like? Why do I feel like this? What's making me, what made me 8 of Cups? You know, this whole blame game. It's not me, it's you. you know, that back and forth, I'm going to 8 of Cups, something made. It's no good if we 8 of Cups and then we just jump straight into something else without actually going in and feeling out what it is that caused it in the first place. And this does feel like it was ancestral, it's old, or it's karmic, past life. And there's your, this does, you know, calmer waters ahead. I mean, look at that. That's just beautiful. So it goes from, you know, possibly this kind of unseen. It's all in the shadows. It's all a bit like, not sure, but it's coming to light. And then it's that. Right, I don't know. Let's have a look. I mean, I'll just keep playing. Is what it is. Let's just play with them a little bit more. See if anything else comes out. Oh, a new one. Oh, a new one. So there we go. This is the bridge we've got across. Like I said, it is a doorway. There is an opportunity to balance the scales, to get calmer, you know, have some that you might have. In fact, I'm speaking from personal experience here. You might have people coming back from the past trying to make amends. This is, you know, when they say, you know, don't burn all your bridges. This feels like somebody wanting to bridge a gap with justice. I'm still sticking to the plan here, but somebody wanting to actually build bridges or make amends or apologise or whatever. There is definitely, and again, it could be past life, but it does feel like there's a bridge to cross. Somebody wants to build bridges, and we have to, at the end of the day, we do, if we want to lighten up, if we want to go through doorways and jump timelines, we have got to one, take responsibility for our part in whatever this 5 of Swords was, maybe not being honest with ourselves or honest with other people, or pointing fingers or playing the blame game. And then, you know, also this is kind of like, it makes me feel like it's forgiveness because of those fairies. I don't know what they are, but that flower, it's blooming, so it does feel like, you know, there's crossing this bridge, especially with this justice card, of like wanting to forgive or needing to make amends, crossing a bridge, maybe where we thought that, you know, we'd burnt all our bridges is what's coming to light there. And then your wings have grown. It's time to take flight. I bought a bag today, and it's a kid's bag. It was for Sophia. It's Harry Potter bag, and I opened it up, and in there it said, on the bit of paper, it said the beginning of a. Do you know what? I'm going to go and get it because I've forgotten. I don't care. What did it say? Someone might even know whose bag this is. Once upon a time, there was. And that is what this reminds me of. Once upon a time, there was. And this is the beginning of, it's like this open stage, if you like, this open door, this opportunity to write one's own story, to decide what's next. The curtains have drawn back, and there she is, there he is, who, you know, there is with wings just about to take flight. Absolutely beautiful. And there she is again. There she is again at the bottom. I'm just about to take flight. Right, so I'm going to leave those. I am going to write some. Thank you for that, Zona. I think I will. So yeah, once upon a time there was. It's a new page. Get these bridges crossed, healed. Crossing a bridge. I'll cross that bridge when I come to it. It's now time to cross that bridge. What else? I was going to have a look with the healing fairies. And that's the book. So these ones have got actual messages on them. Crossing that bridge. Justice, grateful, kindness. So I mean that speaks to itself, and that came with the crossing the bridge. They're kind of got the same. Again, it's this yellow, it's this solar plexus. Be kind to yourself. Kindness isn't just an outside thing. We have to do it on the inside as well. But it might take kindness to be able to cross this bridge. This bridge that once may have felt like it was burnt. I feel like I've burnt all my bridges, or somebody feels like they may have burnt all their bridges, and it's going to take kindness to heal that, whether it be ancestry, you know, like parents, grandparents, in the family, or past life karmics. It's going to take kindness. It does take kindness to heal those burnt bridges. Inner power. And that, again, she's sitting on the moon. But that is about making the decision. I'm going to make the decision that it's 8 of Cups and I've had enough. I'm going to make the decision. I decide what justice means to me. I do not listen to, you know, justice can mean 1,000 things to everybody's got their own level of justice. This is unjust to me, might not necessarily be unjust to somebody else, but that's about harnessing that inner power to be able to say, these are my boundaries. You've crossed my boundaries. I'm 8 of Cups. I'm off. And of course, whenever we 8 of Cups or make a decision that, you know, we set firm boundaries, that has a rippling effect that will open doors. But there's definitely something about going in. I mean, this, to me, is very much King of Cups. He goes into his heart space, but he doesn't necessarily say anything. He's not moving. He's not, you know, making waves. He's just observing. He's just going in. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Oh, that was too many. Feeling safe, body movement, romantic partner and positive expectations. I'm not feeling those. Where should I put the box? So I'm going to go to my labyrinth fairies because I love them. And just kind of close this out really, I feel. Isn't it strange as well that he's got, obviously he's got the wings, I mean a lot of these have got the wings, but he's got the wings on his back and it's nearly the same as the wings on the front. But I'm really feeling those. I'm going to write some more poems. There wasn't one on there, or there, just checking. No, I'm going to write some more poetry on them. I suppose it personalises them more, I guess. What was that? That's King of Cups. Personalises them more, I suppose. Says, like, they're mine, I guess. Right. Kindness, divination, purity. That was quick. Himself. Oh, did you see that? he's come out upside down, so I'm going to stick with that because he jumped on the bridge and then flipped. So I'm going to go with that. There'll be a reason for that. The alchemist. This is what obviously this justice, whatever it is, and the judgment call is asking us to alchemize something here, but it is something that we're going to have to use divination, boundaries, get rid of people, places, things that no longer serve us. There may obviously be some forgiving here, making up crossed burnt bridges, healing bridges around this full moon coming up. Blimey, the alchemist and the feline. So that is, I can't, the feline asks us, is there anything that we've forgotten? Are there any loose ends that we've left? Is there any forgiving that we need to do? I'm looking at you like this because I'm wondering, is there something you've forgotten? Is there somebody, you know what I mean? Debts that need paying. This is all about tying stuff up. "27 is the alchemist, inner transformation and irrevocable change. When Niels turns up in your reading, get ready for things to happen inwardly and outwardly. The stuck becomes unstuck, the blocked begins to move. You may have to run to keep up with the speed at which the situation around you is moving. You may also be surprised by the direction things and you are taking. You may find your plans, even your desires and dreams, changing as the transformative process takes place. It might not have been in your plans, but later on you will look back and say, wow, it wasn't what I expected, but it was just what I needed. When we've been through such an alchemical process, we can never go back to what we were before, which is probably just as well." And I want to have a look at himself upside down in the reverse. Now, 17 is obviously adds up to 8, but he jumped on the bridge and then he flipped. So there's something about that bridge, and I don't normally do reverse, but it was very, I don't know if you saw, but it was very, here we go. When the energy of himself is being blocked, we feel limp, enverted, drained. There may also be depression, either physical or emotional. Energy may be locked into obsessions or may swing from blocked to out of control. Twisted, the life force, strength and or authority may be being misused, or arrogant aggressiveness or violence towards others. When this card is reversed in a reading, careful and prayerful consideration needs to be given to how the energy can be rechanneled into its naturally creative and protective mode. At worst, this potent energy becomes a force of war, oppression and domination. The very worst is when brutality or twisted sexuality is turned on the very persons this energy within us should be protecting. As in all city powers, what has great potential for good can also have great potential for destruction. Volcanic release may occur. Wow. Okay, so maybe that, I mean, yeah, that could be a bridge that we need to cross, or somebody who has had this almost divine masculine but upside down inverted. They're asking for some forgiveness. This was jumped on that bridge, then jumped upside down. There is something there. crossing that bridge, about healing, on top of the victory as well. So I do feel I'm getting that there is a masculine, or even, like I said, this could be lineage, it could be past life as well, that energy was around, and they are coming either across that bridge to ask for forgiveness, or they're going to want to mend that bridge. Yeah. Yeah. And it's an opportunity. It's all an opportunity. This is just what we've got going on around at the moment, but it is saying tie up loose ends. We can't take it with us. We need to lighten up. I mean, where's that purple card? You know, where's it gone? Where's it gone? I didn't put it away, did I? But you know, if you were at the bottom of that, at the front of that new, here she is, here she is. If we're just about to do this, we can't carry everything with us. She's as light as a feather. She's just about, the curtains have just opened. She's off, she's flown. The curtains have just opened. It's a new chapter. I'm going to close with a rose. I really hope this made sense. Let me know in the comments. Let me know. I'll go through the comments after. Obviously, I'm open to any feedback whatsoever. And we're going to close with a rose. Close with a rose. Trust the seasons? Well, I never. Embracing change, cycles of life, transition and growth. I mean, it couldn't have been a better card for today with what it's feeling like outside, but also that also comes with we you know, we've lost touch with what we should be doing in the seasons. People want to clear off abroad because they can't handle winter. That tells me that they don't like going inward. It's dark, it's cold, it's wet. It's a time for, you know, re-evaluating. Not judgmentally there, I don't mean that in a way, but I'm just saying, you know, I couldn't be constantly in the sun all the time because, you know, you just, how would you possibly get any growth done through the winter months? But yeah, so trust the seasons, embracing change, cycles of life, transition and growth. And there's a crown chakra opening. And then it says healing is happening. You're not broken. Trust the process. It's safe to soften. And that's going into the water, going into the emotions, whether you're male or female, but not trying to control it. The waters are still. And again, I'm not going to go through them all. I love you lots.